Well, the New South Wales Greens #1 ticket holder for the Senate joins me now in the studio. OK, Rhiannon, State Parliament is in its winter recess. The federal election is set to be called any tick of the clock now. Kate Faehrmann, your chosen successor, is ready to fill your shoes in the New South Wales Upper House. So why not take the opportunity on Stateline right now and announce your resignation so you can focus on your bid to be elected to the Australian Senate?
When I informed my party, the Greens, New South Wales, that I was standing for pre-selection, I indicated that whatever happened in that pre-selection, I would stand down when the federal election was called. I indicated that, and that's how I will operate, and it looks like that could be tomorrow.
But you've had the situation where over a week now, since your federal leader has said that you should have stood down.
Oh, look, Bob certainly expressed that opinion, but if you look at the full context of what he said, he indicated enormous support and certainly indicated how he's keen that myself and hopefully we have Greens senators in all the states and territories joining him and the other senators in Canberra.
But why drag it out? Why not get it over and done with?
Because I indicated that to the party and I'll certainly follow my word.
So was Bob Brown wrong in urging you to resign last week?
Oh, look, as I said, Bob expressed an opinion, but if you look at the full context of what he said, there was enormous support there. And tonight we have a fantastic, actually overflow crowd at our major fundraiser. Bob's a guest speaker, crisscrossing the country, and he's joining us tonight. So life goes on. We're working together. OK,
so you're in no hurry to resign. What about an apology to the taxpayers of New South Wales?
Oh, look, I've already indicated that I made a mistake. Some of what you just run was actually incorrect, and the ABC have corrected their website in terms of their coverage of this issue twice.
You believe that there was only partial funding for that website that was mentioned in our story?
Yes, the website that you spoke about was the political donations work that the Greens have undertaken through Democracy for Sale. That's work I'm certainly very proud of, and I reject the criticisms from the acting Premier, Mr Hasistigos, that there was an abuse of taxpayers' money there. I've certainly acknowledged the other mistakes. They were unintentional and they were minor, and I've certainly addressed those, but I do reject the criticism of Democracy for Sale.
But can you appreciate that those distinctions are lost on voters? They see you as somebody who has staked out the high moral ground on issues like this, suddenly being caught out and called to account.
Oh, look, I can certainly acknowledge, and I have, that the mistakes were made, as I said, unintentional and minor, but that they deserve public scrutiny, and I deserve to be criticised for that. But let's remember, it's with the Greens that you can go onto our website, find all our policies, read our media releases. As a Greens MP, I acknowledge my electoral allowance and how I spend that, and I, again, challenge Labor and the Coalition MPs to do the same. It's public money, and the public have a right to know.
Well, you've stated that you've only spent around $6,500, as I understand it, of taxpayer funds on your Democracy for Sale website. Do you feel obliged to repay that money now?
Look, the Democracy for Sale website has been going since 2003. About 95% of that work has been undertaken by Greens volunteers and supporters, and has provided an excellent service to the people of New South Wales. In fact, helped expose many of the political scandals that your program has covered and that have given grief to Labor. OK, well, let me ask you about your federal ambitions. Can you win a spot in the Senate? Oh, look, we know it'll be difficult. Our numbers crunchers give it about a 50-50 chance, but we're in it to win it, and we'll certainly mount the biggest campaign that we have.
But it's fair to say you're up against it, aren't you?
Oh, yes, we've always acknowledged that. It's hard in New South Wales. It's about a third of all the population of the whole of the country, and many of the constituencies are difficult for us, but we always give it a go. Have
you been having any second thoughts about your decision to resign from the New South Wales Upper House?
Oh, no, never at all. I made a clear decision. I informed the party. We've had a pre-selection. It's excellent that Kate Faehrmann will be able to take that spot when Parliament resumes after the winter break. So our party is really going strong.
So no one should get any idea that you've been holding off on resigning your spot because of any second thoughts on your part?
No need at all, because I have stuck to what I gave a commitment to the Greens that I would do, and that is resign when the federal election's called.
So what happens to you, Rhiannon, if you don't win a spot in the Senate?
Well, I'll continue to do a whole lot of political work like I always have. There's a range of work that I remain very committed to, and some that we've been talking about tonight. The issue of political funding reform is something that's urgently needed. We got very close coming into the federal and state elections, but it looks like Labor and the coalition parties have backed off. We won't give up.
OK, Rhiannon, thanks for your time tonight.
Thank you.